In a world plagued with diseases, only one man knows the truth. That man is Parker. Welcome to Fireside Chats with Parker.
Good evening, folks. I'm your host, Parker. I'm glad you're watching my show, Fireside Chats with Parker, as you can see. And I'm going to be talking to you about news. I know that sounds a little boring, like news, ho-hum, you can watch it in newspapers, but please, have some respect for the world. There's things happening, and I'm going to tell you about those things. Not all of them, because that's too much. Let's be realistic, but some. Alright, so to start us off, I'm big into space. I don't know if you know this, or if you can tell, but I'm a big space guy. And recently, the country India, yes, the country India, the Bollywood people, they sent a satellite over to Mars. And I know what you're thinking, satellite, right? Not that big of a deal. It's a big deal. And here's the problem. Because they go to Mars, and no one's been to Mars yet. No one's done anything to Mars. Sure, we sent a rover. That is a really big deal, actually. I totally forgot. But I'll be honest, the rover's not as cool as a satellite. This thing is taking pictures, and the problem is that India sent it. Because you would think that us, NASA, the moon people, we have our flag out there, space is ours. We run the space race. We beat the Russians. We scared them in the Cold War. We should be there. We should be on Mars. That's not okay. And it upsets me. And really the reason is, because right, space, NASA, you think it's expensive, it costs a lot of money, that's why we don't do stuff anymore. Wrong. India only spent $70 million on this space mission. $70 million. Not Indian dollars. Not rupees or whatever. I'm sorry, I think it might be rupees, I don't know. I like the Zelda. The point is, $70 million, the equivalent of. That's not a lot. It sounds like a lot, but it's not. The movie Gravity, also about space, it's made for over $100 million. They made a movie when they could have been spending stuff to Mars. They could have sent a satellite, we could have sent a satellite, probably could have sent a monkey or something really way cooler than just a satellite. But India did it. So really what I'm trying to say is, write to your local congressman, write to NASA, call them up, let them know that, hey, we can't be beat by the Indian folk. Because we have pride as Americans in space. Also, I want to be a Mars. I want to go to Mars. I want people to go to Mars and go to the moon, I'll be honest. New topic. Also about strange things and germs. Ebola. Right? Ebola, the virus. Like the West Nile virus, but worse, I think. I'm not sure. I don't know what West Nile is. There's been a recent case, the first case actually, in the US. And this is actually not a big deal, I'll be honest. I'm not a big germaphobe. I don't like the way people get upset and bent out of shape about immunizations and germs and washing your hands and washing your hands after your poop, washing your hands after your pee. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, people in America are kind of freaking out because a man from Liberia, I believe, Liberia, I'm not sure where that is, I should probably look it up on a map. He came here, landed in Texas, and he has Ebola. Right? You think usually you scan for that and stop people at the door like, hey, no flies on buddy, you're sick. Problem is, he came here, he's sick, now Ebola's here in the US. But let's calm down. Let's take a step back and look at this. Why is Ebola scary? It's scary because it kills people. Yes, people also kill people. Not the point. The point is, Ebola is scary because it kills people. But the people that are dying usually from Ebola are not people who have good health care or really have any kind of health. So what I'm trying to say as a nation, let's take a deep breath, not be scared about this germ, because we're not South Africa where Ebola is running rampant. We have good healthcare, we have good doctors. I'm a doctor, so we can save you. We'll be okay. We're gonna live. Ebola's not the end of the world. I'll bring you a bowl of chicken noodle soup and you'll be fine. Speaking of bowls and noodles, our last topic is about the Hong Kong protests. Now, this is actually it's actually really cool. I want to talk about this because China actually really interests me. I'm not like making jokes here. I'm really interested in kind of like the culture and how it all works. Just because I just think it's interesting how sort of different it is, not in like a bad way, but like how like respect plays on differently and like how kind of the whole social construct is different. Anyway, what's going on there is the protests start, basically it's about democracy. They want a democratic government, which makes sense. People want that, you know, they want rights, right? Currently, China's obviously a communist state. You don't think a communist's bad, naturally. The students there do too, right? And so the thing is, a lot of students like got up to protest and got things going, sort of, and they started like sort of like Occupy Wall Street, but they actually got shit done. They weren't just hippies waiting in a park. They occupied Hong Kong, and they like, you know, got a ton of people. And the thing is, they did it very peacefully, they did it respectfully, and it's the way it should be done. And they're really getting things going over there. They're getting a lot of people interested in the cause. And what's really interesting is that, you know, obviously we hear about this because we have media, like actual media. But China kind of scared. And I feel like, I don't know if you know about this, but there was a sort of similar thing that happened a while back. The Tiananmen Square protest. And it gets a little serious because, I don't know if you know, but the government there actually opened fire on the protesters and the people and killed people. Around 100-ish, I'm not positive. But the thing is, the government over there is all censored. A lot of the generation, like people there, I feel like don't really know about Tiananmen Square. I feel like if you talk to maybe like locals there, they maybe wouldn't know about it because the government wants to hide it, which isn't good. But the thing is, they made a really funny comment about how, you know, all the pictures that are out of people in the square, they're saying, oh, they're just celebrating for an early festival, for like their National City Day. And that was their cover-up. That was like the government's press release about what's going on in Hong Kong. I don't really know where I'm going with this. I just kind of want to bring it to my attention. I felt like it was kind of a big deal. It's a little scary when stuff like this happens because it's stuff that could go wrong and could be bad for people. And that's about it. I got a little heavy at the end. I realized it wasn't as maybe as funny as talking about Ebola soups and Mars. But I hope you learned something new. At least one thing. I'm not sure what that one thing is, but whatever that means to you. Have a good night. Don't go to sleep with the fire on.
Hi, I'm Ashlyn from 30 Seconds with Shlyn, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, remember to subscribe and share with your friends. Have an awesome day!